poem. Let's begin with the first line. How much grit do you think you have got? Now, in the first line, can you see I have marked the few words like grit with red color. I would like to give you the meaning of grit. Grit means courage and resolve. Now, here poet is asking, how much grit do you think you have got? Means how much courage you have, you can think. Means how much courage do you have? Now, in the second line, can you quit a thing that you like a lot? Now, here poet is asking you, can you quit a thing which is too much adorable or you like a lot? Now, in both these lines, the poet is in a questionable position. Now, he's asking a question to a reader: How much courage do you have? And can you quit something which you love? This is the explanation of these two lines. Now let's come to another two line. You may talk of pluck, it's an easy word. Now student, here I would like to tell you the meaning of pluck. Pluck means is spirited and determined courage. Spirited and determined courage. You may talk of a determined courage, it is an easy word. And where you go, it is often heard. Means wherever you go, you'll heard about the courage, the valor, the determination. These are the often words which you easily hear. So here poet is saying that to talk about the courage and to actually prove that courage is diametrically opposite. But can you tell to a jot or guess? Jot, student, jot means to write something, means to calculate something. Now just how much courage you now possess. Now here again poet is asking a question that can you judge and can you calculate how much courage you possess now? Can you write them that how much courage do you possess, and you can you have that valor and potential to quit something which you love. Now in this paragraph, student, I hope you have understood the voice in the poem seems to be kind of questionable, and he's warning the person to be careful and not to boast before they have tested courage. And what is going in the piece of someone who has lot authority over, means these are the multiple questions the poet is asking from the reader. Now, student, let's go to another stanza. Now, can you read the first line? You may stand to trouble and keep your grin, but have you tackled self discipline? Now, here poet is saying that you can, you can stand to your trouble. You can keep your grin. Grin means what is the meaning of grin? Grin means to smile in a trouble. You can smile on your problem. You can smile on your trouble. But have you tackled self discipline? Have you ever thought that your mind should obey your heart and your heart should obey your mind? So this is what called the self discipline. Now a poet is saying that have you ever thought that whatever your heart likes, have you ever imagined that it should be controlled by your brain? So these are the these are the different elements used by the poet. Now here he's questioning on the self discipline, that are you possessing self discipline? Have you ever issued commands to you to quit the things that you like to do? Now, giving a command to others is very easy, but have you ever given command to yourself? Have you ever thought of quitting something which you really like? And then, when tempted and sorely sowed means, kind of a student. It is very important to understand what is the meaning of sorely. Sorely means to emphasize that feeling such as disappointment or need is very strong, means a kind of a disappointment kind of a feeling, and so it is to easily influenced by others word. Now here is poet is saying that it is very easily to get disappointed, and those rigid orders, have you ever obeyed? Have you ever obeyed that different kinds of commands and order which is coming from your brain, and then you are controlling your habits, your behavior, and your attitude, just because your brain is giving you that kind of an order. And this is the way that you command your grid. Means poet is saying that it is easy to talk about the courage, but when it is actually asked to quit something, that is the particular time your courage has been tested. Now let's come to the next stanza. Don't boast of your grit till you have tried it out. Now, here in the very first line, poet is explaining, don't boast of your grit, you have tried it out. Means that don't talk about your courage till the time you haven't tested your courage. Now, in the second line, not pray to men of your courage, Stroud. Now, prate. The meaning of prate here is talk foolishly about something at length. Means to talk something for a long and for in a length is of no use. To men of your courage, stout. Stout meaning means strong and thick. To talk about your courage to other people is very, and keeping your conversation in a lengthy, but when actually the courage has been tested, then you are failed. So it is of no use of talking your courage and your pride in a long and in a lengthy manner. For it's easy enough to retain a grain, for it's easy enough to retain a grain. Now here, poet is saying that that talking to a person who seems to think that they have a courage and valor is very easy. When you talk about your courage, it is very easy. What is going on in this piece is someone who has lot of authority over what makes a person courageous. But when live taking a test while actually checking your courage is the is actual the your grit has been tested. One specific person or a group of people, it is unclear from the poem that what kind of courage the poet is talking. Now here you can easily judge that poet is talking about your valor and your courage, which is, the voice in this poem says that for it is easy to enough to retain a grin in the face of fight, there's a chance to win. Okay, means it is easy enough to retain a grin in the face of a fight, there's a chance to win, which means that it doesn't take courage to tackle a problem that you know will probably win. Real courage is when you tackle a situation in which there is very little or even no chance you will win. That is what real courage looks like, according to the author of this poem. Now, in the face of fright, there's a chance to win, but the sort of grit that is good to own is the stuff you need when you are all alone. Means it is very important to check your courage when you know that you don't know the result, that either you are going to win or you are going to lose. That is the actual courage, is, your actual real courage is when you tackle a situation which is, which is very little or even no chance to win. So in this stanza, poet is actually explaining the talking about the real courage. Now let's come to another stanza. How much grit you think you have got? Now again here question has been asked by the poet, that how much courage do you think now that you have and you can own? Can you turn from joys that you like a lot? Can you, something which is, suppose if you are very happy for something, and something, some toy or something is very close to you, and then if somebody asks you to leave or to quit something, can you do that? Can you command your brain to quit that particular thing? That is the grit poet is talking about. Have you ever tested yourself to know how far with yourself your will can go? Means will is something here is talking about your self discipline and your inner courage, and your mental stability. This is what all poet is talking about, because now here again he is asking that how much courage do you have? Can you convert, can you turn joys into a like a lot? Can you control those joys? Have you ever tested yourself how far with yourself your will can go? Means how much courage do you have to to control your feeling, to your emotion, to, if you like something, and to quit that something. If you want to know if you have a grit, just pick out a joy that you like and quit. Now if now again now here can you see that poet is challenging us? He's challenging that if you really want to check your grit, then just pick a favorite thing which you love a lot and then quit it. Now here the attitude of the poet is quite challenging. Now I hope you have understood in this stanza that poet is, in a questionable tone, and he is challenging us, and he is asking us to test our, test our grit. Now let's come to another stanza. It's bully sport and it's open fight. It will keep you busy both day and night. Now, it is, it is a bully sport and it's a open fight. Open fight means that he's talking in a very broad way, and he said it's a bully sport means that poet is giving an open challenge, and he's just giving a open fight, and it will keep you busy both day and night. It means that he is saying that when you challenge your courage, it makes you busy both day and night, and it's a open fight. It's a open challenge that can you control your can you actually check your real courage. Now, for the toughest kind of a game you'll find is to make your body obey your mind. Now, here poet is saying that it is the toughest job to to control your body, obey your mind, and you have to obey your mind, what your mind is saying. These are these are the actual game of life. These are the toughest game of your life, and you never will know what is meant by grit, and you will never know about the grit unless there is something you have tried to quit. Till the time you will not leave something to quit something, you will not understand the importance of what is the courage you require to check your grit. Now, the student here, I would like to tell you the few things about this poem. First of all, the main character seems to be missing from this character. It isn't even hinted at about who the persona in the story could be talking to or about. I think that this is a very important concept for this story. I think this is supposed to be interested, as the persona is trying to a moral lesson to us, the readers, and remind us of what real courage, honor, and grit are really made out of, and not the easy to grasp concept that we often make them out of be. The author in this poem tells us that real courage